Hey, what's up guys, it's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel today. Today we are posting our first ever FIFA 21 video. It is a video that I am excited to bring to you guys because, as I said in my last video, I wasn't too hyped for FIFA 21, I'm still not, but it's still nice to post something fresh and it's still nice to have something, to talk to you guys about and to help you. But anyway guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can actually make 125,000 coins, might be a little bit more actually, in just under 2 hours of playing FIFA. Now I will make a little disclaimer, this does require you to be pretty good at the game because how good you are at the game actually affects how many coins you will get from this. I just also want to clarify that I haven't spent any FIFA points to get my team or anything like that. I'm using a very basic squad which I will show you in a moment. So this is a completely free thing to do and all you have to do is pretty much play the game. So what is it exactly? Well, if you go onto FIFA 21 and you haven't played it before, like Ultimate Team, you will notice you have to play your placement games in Division Rivals. Now what EA have changed for this year is that you actually get coins for progressing through the divisions in Division Rivals. So like every time you go up you'll get a coin reward, and obviously the higher the division the better the coin reward. Now it's important that I mention you only ever get this once. So like if you go up to Division 6 you'll get the coin reward for Division 6, but if you go back down to Division 7 and then go back up you won't get that coin reward. However, if you then go back up to Division 6 and then go up to like Division 5, you will get a coin reward for Division 5 and so on. So you can only claim the reward for each division once. So to answer the title of this video, which is how to make 125,000 coins within a couple of hours, all you have to do is go into Division Rivals, play 5 games, and if you win them all, so you go 5-0, like you don't draw a game, you don't lose a game, if you win them all, you'll be placed in Division 2 and you will get all of the coin rewards from Division 10 all the way up to Division 2, and they all stack, so you will get 125,000 coins. Now like I said, if you lose a game or if you lose a couple of games, you will still get like some coin rewards, you'll still get coins and everything. It's just you won't get as many because you haven't gone up to Division 2, so like you're missing out some division rewards, if that makes sense. But like you'd get more coins if you got 3 wins opposed to if you got 2. It's just how it works. It doesn't stop you from getting these coins in the future, it just stops you from getting them straight away. So like let's say you won 3 games, drew 1 and lost 1, and you were placed in Division 4 for example. You'd get, I don't know, so many coins because you've gone up to Division 4 and you've claimed all of the coin rewards for getting up to Division 4, but you'll be missing the extra coin rewards from Division 3 and Division 2. But if you then go and get promoted to Division 3 and Division 2 from the division you've been placed in, you will then go and get the coin rewards. So it doesn't stop you from getting them, it just stops you from having them instantly. So now I've shown you how to make these coins, I'm going to show you how my placement games went. Obviously I won all 5 because I got 125k, and if you watch towards the end of the video you will see me claiming the 125,000 coins. But I'm just going to show you guys gameplay of my first few games because I know some people struggle with FIFA and they struggle to win, so maybe my gameplay will help some of you improve your own game, because obviously I've won 5 and some people would be looking to improve. So we'll just I'm going to show you the gameplay so you can see how it went for me and the things I was doing to win games. Just before I talk through my games, if you guys haven't seen the team already, I did show it briefly at the start of the video, but this is the team that I was using. It's a very cheap team and it cost me about 20,000 coins I think. I did pack the left back, I don't know how much he's worth, but everybody else apart from Walker I bought, and this team didn't cost any more than 20,000 coins. But yeah, it plays very well, Minamino is a fantastic player, Origi's very good, and Callum Wilson is also fantastic. These are all great starter players and I suggest you guys pick some of these up if you're struggling to get a little cheap team together. It might have cost less than 20k actually, I'm not too sure, but I know it wasn't expensive. I just wanted to buy some players and get a team together, and luckily this one plays very well. Now in game I do still play a 4-2-3-1. I'm going to have a video out on my tactics and everything for that. I'm still getting used to them myself, so I want to make a video that is actually truthful useful and like will actually help you. I don't just want to go ahead and say, oh look, these custom tactics are good because I won 5 games with them. No, I want to test them out a bit more, and I want to make sure they work and that they're, you know, useful before I post them and claim that they're good. So this game that you're seeing here was actually my first ever time playing FIFA 21, and unfortunately I conceded in the very first few minutes of the game, but much to my surprise I actually scored 3 very quick fire goals after going down. I've already scored 2 of them, as you can see, and we're about to score the 3rd one. But one thing I noticed very quickly with this game was like I was committing so many fouls and getting so many yellow cards, because it's almost like every time you press circle your players do like a very delayed and very stretched like lunge out to tackle your opponent, and quite often the opposition player will just trip up and the ref will give a free kick for it. So like that's something I'm still trying to like get around, and obviously like it's a new game, it does feel slightly different, but unlike many other years when it comes to FIFA, this one still feels pretty similar to, you know, the last game that was released, which is FIFA 20. Whereas I couldn't really say that for like other games. For example, like when FIFA 19 came out, it felt completely different to FIFA 18, and nothing that worked like the previous year worked in that game. But you know, in this game the same things still seem to work, like the running fake shots and just the shots, you know, at the near post and everything. The main difference I've noticed is that like shooting seems to be a bit better, and I'm not sure if it's because, you know, most people have terrible goalkeepers and stuff, but it really feels like shooting is a lot more powerful and controlled. So like shots seem to have a lot more power on them even with the lower rated cards, and more shots seem to be going in than not, which I personally kind of like. You know, I'm all for, you know, whoever makes the most chances should win the game kind of thing. I know not everyone's like that, but for me it kind of works, because I don't like, there's nothing I find more frustrating than when, you know, you have like 18 shots, you know, in the box and your opponent has 1 and you lose the game, you know what I mean? I still think it's too early to judge this game fully, because I've only played a few matches and obviously everybody's using terrible cards, so you know, people think pace might be broken, but what you're forgetting is most people are running centre backs with like 65 pace. But fast forward a couple of months and most people have Raphael Varane at the back with a shadow chem style on, so their centre backs will be as fast as your strikers, and then you'll have a bit more of a realistic, you know, view on what pace is like. We also don't know what the meta is yet. Not like, no one's played enough of the game to know what is the most effective method of scoring or anything like that, and that will all come out in the next few weeks when people start sweating and looking to compete. You know, it happens every year. People think the game's fresh and there's a lot of variation, and then obviously when people start sweating it and finding out what works, it can be a bit more tedious, and that's when all of the flaws with the game come out. But as you can see, we won our first game 7-2 and picked up 2,000 coins, which was, you know, a really good start for me. I'm happy to have scored 7 goals and dominated a game like that, especially when I've never played, you know, this version of FIFA before. We're now going to go ahead and take a look at the second game and see how that one went. The second guy we faced, I'm pretty sure had a bit of a better team than I did. I think he had Ousmane Dembele on the left. Yeah, he did. He had like Bellarabi, and I think that's Jerome Boateng. You know, he had Leno as well, Kevin Gamero. So like this team, it doesn't look much better than mine, but I can tell you like it is. The first 20 minutes of the game were very dry, but you can see we were down the wing with Walker here, and we get some nice passes going together throughout the team, and we end up on the left with McTominay passing to Nathan Redmond here, and then playing in Divock Origi, who does cut in and plays a simple ball across for Callum Wilson to fire in the first goal of the game. This was a goal I was very satisfied with, because I think it was just very clean and well worked. Not much happened for the rest of the first half, but early on in the second half you can see we lost possession from a corner, and a very quick counter attack from my opponent allows him to play in Kevin Gamero with a lovely through ball, who just slots it past my goalkeeper and makes it 1-1. That was pretty frustrating because he didn't create much, and then he just plays one simple pass through and scores, but fair play, it was a nice goal. Soon after, we pick up the ball again and we're back on the attack. At this point, I'd made some super subs from players on the bench. I had an on loan Haaland, but you can see we run through with Wilson, a lovely fake shot stop, and Haaland takes a touch out and bangs it in the top right hand corner. A lovely finish, and I was delighted to get the lead back. And then not long after that, my opponent did not want to lose this game, so he comes back and fires in a goal with Ousmane Dembele, which meant we had some work to do. Shortly after his goal, we play the ball down the left wing to Stefan El-Shaarawy, who does a lovely stop to play in Haaland, who does a fake shot past the defender and squares it across to Wilson to fire in the third goal, and surely that wins us the game. You can see we're in the first and last minute of stoppage time here. We're just waiting for the ref to blow the whistle because I really didn't want to throw this game away, and you can see we end up winning this game 3-2, which makes us 2 wins from 2 games. Now I think I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the 5th game because I could show you the other 2 games, the 3rd and the 4th game, but they just weren't really that exciting, and obviously it'll just make the video, you know, way too long. So we're just going to go ahead to the last game that decided whether or not we were placed in Division 2. So you can see at this point we'd won 4 out of 4 games, and we just needed to win the last one to secure Division 2 and the big coin reward, which is very helpful at this point in the game. And to be completely honest, I was a little bit nervous because obviously you have limited time on EA Access, and I wanted to pick up as many coins as I could within the 10-hour period that you have to play. So, you know, I felt a little bit of pressure to win this game, and obviously I'd just love to win 5 out of 5 because I'm that type of person, you know, I just like perfection. So you can see here we're about to head into the last game of our placement matches, and I was quite surprised at how low the ping was like throughout these rivals games. I don't know, it's just something small I noticed. Usually it's in like the 20s or 30s, but quite often I was getting like 10, 11, 12. Opposed to, you know, being in the mid-20s, which was, you know, it was weird. You can see that this guy has quite a strong team, like Bellerin, Mendy, Adama Traore, Kovacic, and obviously Aubameyang on loan. They're all very good players, and obviously they're much better than mine, so I was a little bit concerned because I thought I was going to get out-teamed. But anyway, you can see my opponent has kickoff, and he ends up losing the ball very early on. I make an interception there with Redmond, who passes the ball to Wilson, who plays in Decore to McTominay, to Origi, who does a lovely fake shot run, and then a ball roll, who passes it back in to Decore, to Origi, through to Wilson, who bangs it past the goalkeeper and makes it 1-0 from kickoff. Beautiful. My opponent then gets a goal kick and completely switches off, and I read it perfectly and just fire in the second goal with Origi. I love scoring goals like that because it's almost just like a free goal that you don't really have to work for, but nonetheless we were 2-0 up, and I was very happy with the 2-goal cushion. And then towards the end of the first half, my opponent tries to start an attack, but we stop it with Decore, and we get the ball to Wilson, who plays in Divock Origi, who does a fake shot here, I think. No, he doesn't. He just keeps dribbling through, and then we nearly score there, but we get the ball back with Redmond, who just takes time and plays it across goal for an easy tap-in from Callum Wilson. And you can see my opponent cued the pause, which I thought meant he was going to quit. And you can see from here that he does indeed quit, which meant we won our 5th game, and we got the best finish you could get from your placement games. So we're placed in Division 2, and you're going to see right now that we get a massive coin boost, which is really useful, of I think it was 125,000, or it might have been 129. It doesn't really make much of a difference, but you can see here we get a skill rating of 1800, and you can see 124,000 coins, so just under 125,000, but it's basically the same. And yeah, that is how I made 125,000 coins from just playing 5 games of Rivals in under 2 hours. So if you guys have enjoyed this video or found it useful or informative, I would appreciate it if you could drop it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are new so you never miss out on any videos like this one. Be sure to comment down below if you have any video suggestions. And yeah, that's about it for today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next upload. Peace.